Hello and welcome to this video. I'm MCFPapa and this will be a sort of retrospective video because my channel is almost 10 years old. It will be by the time this video is uploaded, but right now it's February 1st, 2024, and my first ever video was uploaded February 2nd of 2014. But the story of this channel doesn't actually start at this first video. It actually starts with another channel. That was weird. I don't know what Google Chrome was doing there. But this channel, Tet_W. I'm not entirely sure what that name means, but as you can see right now, he's into a lot of speedrunning and is, I believe, the current still world record holder for Crash Bandicoot 1 speedrunning. Very impressive. However, a long time ago, he was actually uploaded a ton of mystery case files related videos, and it was through these videos that I found him. I believe he even had a different name back then. I want to say it was Lord Abstract. I'm not entirely sure if that's correct though, but so he uploaded a lot of stuff, especially related to the newly released Fates Carnival. And so that's how I discovered the channel. And I know I left comments on a lot of these videos. This one actually isn't even 10 years old. Looks like back then I wished that the characters of Madame Fate and the ending would be randomized. That's still an interesting idea and would have made for an interesting game. I stand by that opinion. And more suspects. Those are some interesting ideas for suspects. I even wrote that Madame Fate might be a suspect. That would actually be kind of funny. And I would have loved to see more from Madame Fate, because I just love Madame Fate so much. If there were more characters, more locations, more everything, I would have loved to see that. And he replies, that would have been cool. Yeah. Fair play futures end. That's a valid opinion too. And by the way, I really hate the change YouTube made, that they made it at such and such. Like, it's so stupid. Cause like, I'm sure like some of these people had a lot better names than just this sort of thing, but that's what it became since they changed it to the @ thing. I guess they were trying to be more like Twitter or something. Except in the channel box, it's still just your proper channel name. Just weird. Anyway, so I'm getting off topic. There's that. Oh, is this the... Yeah, it's the glitch where you just can skip multiple things. And I didn't even like the video back in the day. Shame on me. Huh. Oh, looks like his name was Lord Abstract. I was right. My memory isn't failing me yet. And then Silver the Hedgehog 40. I know that person was really active on my channel back in the day. I'm not sure if you still are watching me now, but if you are, thank you for your long support. Right. Oh, I didn't put comment on there, but I will like the video. Man, I didn't like any of his videos. I am sorry. Alright, this one is me wondering why it's in Britain. 'Cause yeah, it is weird. What? What did I mean? Ridiculous live actors. Did I not like the live actors back in the day? Boy, was I stupid. Huh. Alright. Nope, nothing there. Nothing there. Oh, it looks like I was actually pretty excited for Dire Grove Sacred Grove. Huh. That's funny because, like, I was really excited and loved the game when it came out. Then later on, I was kind of on the game. Then I came around to loving it again. And it looks like the YouTube done one. Oh, there it goes. Boy, I said a ton of stuff. Oh my goodness, I said a lot of stuff there. Sheesh. And finally, yeah, I would love for them to make a sequel to Prime Suspects or Huntsville. I loved that 10 years ago, and I would still love for that to happen now. But anyway, the whole point of this is, as you can see, the comments are from over 10 years ago. Some of them anyway. And he actually subscribed to my channel, even though I didn't have any videos on it at all at the time. He subscribed to my channel, and since I had a subscriber but no videos whatsoever, I thought, well, maybe I should give him a reason to have subscribed to me. And so that's what inspired me to make the channel and actually upload a video to it. So that's where the birth of MCFPapa, you could say. And I started it all with Mystery Case Files Huntsville Level 1, which to this day is still my most viewed video, even though it's arguably probably my worst video, since I didn't even bother to fit the game window in the screen properly and just edited it as is. And also you can see Luke FSJE, which was gonna be the name for my channel, I thought, at the time, but then I decided to change it up and be MCFPapa. And in case you're wondering what MCFPapa means, well, MCF for Mystery Case Files, and Papa because I loved Papa John's back in the day, and I still like it quite a lot now. So that's where that came from. And you can see, though, that in this early stuff, I was really weird with uploading. Like, one February 2nd, one February 3rd, then, like, 5 days, I upload 2. And then almost a whole month goes by before I upload another. And it's just really inconsistent. And that continued with Prime Suspects and Ravenhurst, and then it got really bad where I did one video like almost a year between parts for level 7 and level 8. Then I did a handful of stuff, but still like one every few months. And then it wasn't until 2018 when I did another part. And then, by the way, you shouldn't be seeing that. That was a test video. I think that was for the speedrun I did. Yeah, the Dire Grove speedrun. I did that in 2018 as well. Not really sure why I did it, but then it wasn't until the pandemic hit that I decided to finally actually come back to this channel. And so then I finally finished Ravenhurst, and then I was doing like videos, multiple a day even. And then I finally decided to have some consistency, and I'm proud to have stuck to my promise that any series I upload, it will be fully completed, all the videos edited and everything. Because I refuse to ever let something like that happen again, where like a series was incomplete and took like a year or more to get done. In the case of Ravenhurst, it was several years to get done, because it started in like 2016, 2015 maybe even. Yeah, it started April 12th, 2015, and it took almost 5 years to actually get Ravenhurst done. I'm sorry for making you wait that long if you were hyped up for it. But then for Madame Fate onward, I had a consistent schedule, and I was just going through all the various games. And then I decided to do 15th birthday speedruns for at least Huntsville, Prime Suspects, Ravenhurst, and Madame Fate. I'm not sure if I'll do any more speedruns. Like, I've kind of gotten out of that and lost interest in it. And I think I've even skipped, like, Millionaire and Return to Ravenhurst's 15th birthday already. So, don't really expect many more speedruns in the future. But then, with the new game coming out, which was Crossfade at the time, I decided to finally actually do commentary. Now, actually, a fun little behind the scenes fact is I thought about doing commentary all the way back in 2014 with the first part of Huntsville, but I absolutely hated how my voice sounded at the time. I don't know if you have any similar experience of hating how your voice sounds, but at least me personally, I hated it. And even later on, I think I tried and experimented with doing voice over narration for some of the stuff, but it just never sounded right to me. But finally in 2020, I thought, hey, my voice is okay now. I'm ready to do commentary. And then after that, I was just doing more non-commentary stuff. Then I finally did the first ever Let's Replay, and so that was the start of doing actually commentary over the stuff. And I even started by doing tier lists too, which I haven't really done much anymore. I'm not sure how popular tier lists even are anymore. That trend seems to have kinda passed by. But if you really want me to do more tier lists of Mystery Case Files related stuff, I'll do it. And so then through 2021, I was doing stuff. Oh, then I did even detective training, which is kind of... I still don't get what they were going for with that game. Like, make a worse version of Huntsville and charge the same price as Huntsville for it. I don't get it. And then 13th Skull, then Madame Fate, and then I finally started doing Nitrome Let's Plays, and I really love doing Nitrome Let's Plays because they're just so short usually that they make a nice like bookend between larger, longer series. And then I started going through the Drawn series of games, which, yeah, they're okay, but are a lot worse than Mystery Case Files and Hidden Expedition games made by Big Fish Studios, in my opinion. And now, some surprising is that recently, like, not even like when it was released in 2021, but just fairly recently, the Malgrave incident has really picked up traction. I don't know what made YouTube decide to make it more popular, but it did somehow. And so then there's like several hundred views on it, whereas comparatively to like Incident at Pendle Tower, yeah, not a lot. But like, I'm not really going for a super high score in terms of views or anything. Like, if a video gets 1 view, I'm happy with it, because like, it still is kind of surreal to me that like people actually want to watch my videos sometime. Me, of all people. But then I really got into the groove of doing more proper formulas for videos, like scheduling the order of series and that sort of thing. And that does a pretty good job of like giving some consistency and that. And I also started actually uploading the mid-year updates, letting you know the schedule of videos, because I do schedule stuff way in advance, probably more than I really need to, but I just do that so that way, like, in case I ever do get burnt out, and that has happened before, like, it doesn't really affect the channel that much. Because, like, for example, sometimes I'm like super motivated and I'll just record and record and record like a bunch of Nitrome games or various other Let's Plays, like back to back to back. And then other times I can be like months where I don't want to record anything at all. So it's good to have the sort of ability to alternate and do it properly, so that way videos are still coming out and there aren't huge breaks in between videos, because I really don't want there to ever be another huge break either between series, because like that I really don't like. At least me personally, I don't like it when some YouTubers will go like a long time without posting anything, then they'll come back. I prefer some consistency. And I'm just kind of casting a wide net, I suppose, with the various series I do, so that way some people who like one thing can come to the channel, some people like some people who want to see mystery case files will come to the channel. People who like Nitrome games will come to the channel. That sort of thing. Now, I will say that, like, my focus for this channel has been and will remain the Mystery Case Files series, at least for the near future. And then you can even see some videos I just made of clips from me playing Hitman 3 and that sort of thing. But those aren't for any public viewing. Will I do videos publicly on Hitman 3 in the future? Maybe someday. I'm not sure about that, though. And something, though, that I'm really proud of, I will say, is just my thumbnails. I know they aren't the most advanced sort of thing, but I do like the kind of consistency of, oh, this series has this thumbnail, and this series has this sort of thumbnail. And it does really look nice when they're all, like, put next to each other, so you can see all the various colors and that sort of thing. I like them, anyway. And of course I use the stencil font, since that's what was used in Huntsville and Prime Suspect so much. And then there, I'm finally starting in on Donkey Kong Country games. We're getting pretty close to the present day. And, like, something kind of weird with the channel is, like, just the amount of views. Like, what made it so, like, Sunday, January 21st, I got 280 views, but, like, the previous Sunday, I only got 135 views. Why was this Thursday only 65 views, but this 203 views? It's just kind of weird and arbitrary. And, like, watch time, for example. I was watched 10.6 hours on January 15th, but then the next Monday, only 3.6 hours. Does YouTube just recommend me in phases? Does just more people certain days randomly want to watch it? Is it just one person each of these days who's, like, watching a ton of my videos in a row? Maybe. But it's just kind of weird to look at. Oh, and by the way, in case you're wondering, like and subscribe if you want. As you could see, I was using it even back on my very earliest videos, because something that irked me back then and still bothers me even today is when YouTubers are obsessed with, like, saying, be sure to like and subscribe. You have to. You gotta do it before you've even watched a video, because they say it right at the opening. And that bothers me. So that's why I specify, if you want. Like, if you don't want to, okay. But if you do want to, please do. That sort of thing. And I always try to make it more not as in your face. Well, I say not as in your face when it is right up there, but that's because it's basically my catchphrase. It's just in the description and in my Let's Plays, and that it's at the very end. So that's where that comes from. And then I started doing Hidden Expedition last year, about a year ago already. And it's just kind of weird because, like, some series will, like, age, I guess you could say, and get super popular later on. Like, I know Millionaire also did that, and Madame Fate and Ravenhurst have done that sort of thing. But then some other series just kinda don't ever do that. I don't really get it. It's just sort of weird to me. But that's the YouTube life, I suppose. Alright, so then there's the Dalmar Legacy, that sort of thing. Oh, I thought I was really clever with Icebreaker the Gathering's thumbnail. I don't know if it really looks that good or not, but I tried something different with it. And then there's Ravenhurst and that sort of thing. Like, usually, at least for my non-commentaries, I will try and, like, choose a font related to the title screen, like, logo for that game. Not always, but usually sometimes. And I think that yellow bit there at the bottom is my cursor, which was in the image and I never fixed. I think that might be it. I'm not sure. By the way, though, the thumbnails for the Black Veil and the Revenant's Hunt didn't use the proper gold font I like gold color I like to use for bonus game things. It instead used like an orangish font, and it was only just a few weeks ago that I actually fixed them. Kind of funny how, like, I do some things so often, but then stuff like that can slip through. Because, like, I love making thumbnails, because once you actually get one ready, it's just so easy to just go, okay, backspace, part 2, part 3, part 4, so, like that, and it just goes super smoothly. And now there's the most recent Let's Play of A Crime and Reflection. And now if you notice, that's different from the other Let's Plays, because I want to try and make these Let's Plays more consistent with the Let's Replay thumbnails. And eventually, when I take the initiative, I will go back to the other older Let's Plays I've done of the Mystery Case Files games when they're new and make them look similar in the same format, because I'm getting pretty close to where I'm running out of non-commentary games to do, and I will be doing ones I already did Let's Plays of. And so I want to be more consistent with the other non-commentary thumbnails for them, and more consistent with the other Let's Play thumbnails, if that makes any sense. Because, like, something I've noticed is that people really don't care as much as I worry they will about my videos. Because, like, I take a ton of effort to, like, edit the videos, and because I burp, I cough, I make other noises so much in the videos, and sometimes I let one or two of them through and no one comments about it. So it's just, like, I guess more for my sake I do it, because, like, I love recording the videos, but editing just takes so much work. That's one reason why I love the non-commentary videos, especially because they're just so easy to just go through and bulk edit and upload them, because they're barely anything to really worry about in those. The only things I really edit in those are if I really struggle with, like, a puzzle or finding an item or something. And I don't know why YouTube's not wanting to show the thumbnails now, of all times. It was showing them fine, and the moment I actually refresh the page, that's when it decides to properly show the thumbnails. But anyway, since I'm closer now to the end, I can just might as well sort the opposite direction for them. Because, like, yeah, it's getting to be, we are here, and tomorrow we'll be here with the first part of Let's Replay Huntsville, which I'll be doing daily uploads of. I've said it so many times, but just so you get the picture, daily uploads and then the usual non-commentary. And then another Let's Replay, because I'm really treating you. And then there's the Banjo-Kazooie series, which I haven't like properly formatted yet, because like that's one thing that like I often kind of almost forget to do, because like I upload the videos like all part, like one series I upload all at once, and then when they're done I'll schedule them to the proper days like I've planned out for them. But then sometimes it'll be a long time before I actually go through and actually format them properly with the proper title, proper description, proper thumbnail, proper like tags for whatever good tags do, and that sort of thing. And so, like, as you can see, they're all here in their default thumbnail glory. And then you can see going through to June 29th, I've pretty much got them all uploaded already. I would have more uploaded, but I am kind of cautious about uploading too far in advance, because I know there will at some point be another Mystery Case Files game, and I'll want to add that, upload that series instead of my normal schedule, and so that'll push everything back. And even though it's somewhat simple of just like going through, changing the date, like I just don't like doing that much. So that's for the now, and then on to the future. Like I do have a good sort amount of stuff already planned out. In case you're wondering, the red text means I've recorded that series already. The purple means I haven't yet. And I'm not sure what Nitrome games I want to do, so that's just generic Let's Play Nitrome. So, like, as for the future of the channel, like, I have enough planned out for a few years. I'm not sure what's gonna happen when I run out of non-commentary series to do. I don't know what I'll do to fill that void in the schedule. That'll be a surprise, I guess, for both you and me. I don't know if I'll actually be doing YouTube 10 years from now in 2034. Who knows? We'll see. I will upload another retrospective if that actually does happen. Because, like, I love doing the channel. At least for now, I love doing it. And yeah, I've kind of lost interest sometimes, but I've always gained it back. I'd say this YouTube channel is one of the things, like one of my hobbies I'm most passionate about. But, like, who knows where my life will be? Who knows where your life will be in 10 years' time? I guess just I'll leave you on thanking you for doing so much, like supporting the channel so much over the years. Like 378 subscribers. That's not a lot if depending on who you ask. Like, I know there are people with thousands or tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands or millions of subscribers, but 378 subscribers, that's 378 more than I expected to have when I started this channel. And that's like a 37,800% increase in subscribers compared to when I started the channel. How many other YouTube channels do you know that have had that kind of growth in 10 years, huh? And like with 9.2 thousand hours watched, like that indicates that's like over a full year's worth of hours just watching my videos, which is crazy to think about, honestly. And 291,500 views. Like, that is insane. And the funny thing is, like, all my top 10 most popular videos are videos, my oldest videos of Huntsville and Prime Suspects, which I don't think are my best videos, really, by any means, but that's what people have always wanted to see, I suppose, so. Anyway, I guess I'll end you with my standard like and subscribe if you want, and hopefully I'll see you for another 10 years, another 20 years. Will I be doing this when I'm 50, when I'm 80, when I'm 90, when I'm like 100 and like near death? Will I continue to do this YouTube channel? Who knows, but I suppose that's life. Just gotta take it one day at a time. So thank you for all your support you've shown to the channel. I love seeing every comment, every like. I love to see it every single time the subscriber count goes up by one. I love that. So thank you for being so faithful, and I hope you enjoy what I have to offer in the future. Goodbye.